working.
That's all done.
All right, we are live. So, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world on live Twitch, let's get ready to race. Yes, indeedy. And it's BK on the Xbox, Beerandkebab, the racing guru. And welcome to Friday race night. Joining me tonight in the commentary booth, hailing from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 316 tons. He's a fat git. He is the Smedic Speedster, the brake testing Brummie. It's Rich Bishop.
Hello, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good, mate. Have a look at this screen. What is it doing?
Why?
It's peeing down.
What? Didn't expect this at the start.
It's absolutely peeing it down. Just for the anyone watching currently on Twitch, just a quick audio check. How's it all sound, fellas? All good? Was it Dalek syndrome? If you can give me some feedback, much appreciated. So, let's have a look at what's going on then. I think they're all going to retire from quali, I think.
Yeah, because there's only
From
14 people, so...
Yeah, they'll retire. Big Heavy Jock's with us live on Twitch. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, good to know we're all sounding good. There's no Dalek syndrome tonight. That's good.
I am at
Yes, actually, Rich, you made more sense than you normally do with that little comment there. Well done. Congratulations. So what will happen is, I think all the guys, because we've got actually less than 16 on track tonight, all the guys will probably retire from Q1. And then we will start Q2. Excuse me, God, I'm coughing away. Let's have a little look at the old... no, nothing there. How do I get to look at the... settings and whatnot, you know, weather and all that kind of stuff?
whether when you go to detail, you can do like look at the fitted tyres best.
Can we check the weather?
No.
I mean, I know it's raining now, but I mean, as far as the race is concerned, so we've got no idea. Well, Jock reckons it's going to be a wet race. Whether it's going to be, excuse me, oh my God, I'm suffering tonight.
Anything can happen with this race.
Qualifying. Anything can happen in Formula One, and it normally does. Bit of a Murray Walker-ism there for you. Quick rundown tonight's drivers in no particular order, just the way they're appearing on my screen. We've got Gatfellow, Whiffy Winner. I love that gamer tag. That's a quality gamer tag. The Beat, a.k.a. Jazz. Scotty, Tomster, Lennon. One of our Aussie guys, HRE 220, Antipode and Sheepshagger. Forrester, we all know. PTR 86. RM19, The Ghost. Dragoon, the Bristolian Renault Megane Basher. Posglad, the Welsh, yeah, he's a sheepshagger as well, he's from Wales. And King Chris from Australia, but I believe he's a New Zealander. Just don't mention the word lamb in his presence. So that's our 14 runners and riders tonight. Should be a good race, actually, because looking at the championship, we've got a real battle going on there. Tomster's currently our championship leader at the moment on 77 points. Forrest is on 73. Dragoon 67. Pos 63. Scotty on 60. So we've got 5 guys in contention. And Whiffy Winner in the Williams is not that far off the pace either. So a
That's
strong
what I mean. It's
performance.
going to be an epic battle between the top them top 6 drivers.
Indeed, yeah. And Positively Glad is now hosting me. Good. Don't forget, all you lovely viewers, you can subscribe to me. Use your Amazon, Twitch, Prime subscription. Much appreciated. Give me them goddamn bits. I need bits. So there we go. Everyone's retiring from Q1. And then we're moving on to Q2, funnily enough. So that's where we're at the moment. What's your predictions for tonight, Rich? Sorry, I'm coughing. I've got a really bad head cold and chest infection at the moment. But that aside, what are your predictions for tonight?
Oh, it's a tough one. I just want to like to see what sort of pace they can do in the next qualifying round for me to predict whereabouts certain people will make.
The big question is, will Q2 be wet? We're about to find out.
If it's anything like in yesterday's race, then
look at that! Look at that! Look at that, matey! It's wet
again. But it's nothing
In
like
fact, the last time I've seen as much water on a track, it's the age-old joke of mine. It was Singapore 2004, the Asian tsunami. It's the last time I've seen this much water on a racetrack. Unbelievable amounts of water. It's going to be carnage, but it's going to be entertaining carnage. So the question is now is who is going to be first out? We're going to go to who's the Force India then? Give me a name. Give me a name, Rich.
RRF1 Tonight 86 is first. Right, there's a car in front which is McAllen. I think that's Lennon. Yep. There you got Lennon. And the Force
So how'd you actually jump on the car then? Oh, I see.
You go to the run line. Right,
so there we go. We've got a gap. If we win, it's loads of them coming out of the pits now. Who's the lead car?
Lennon, 2K10.
Well, let's jump on board with Lennon and let's see what he can do. He's on an outlap at the moment. Oh, look at that! Look at all that water. You can hear this. You can hear the sliding sounds there as the car tries to aquaplane.
Well enough, there's only 2 people who stand in the pit today, Gat and Dragoon.
I wonder if the weather's going to clear, because I'm just looking at Sir Lennon as he's going down the back straight. And there's actually a couple of chinks of blue in the sky there. I'm just wondering whether we might actually see an improving weather situation.
Maybe it could be wet at the start and may lead to drying towards the end of the race, maybe.
Yeah.
Backwards.
Well, Lennon's about to start his fast lap. So here we go. We'll go on board with Lennon. See what he can do. Of course, really easy on the throttle there. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm watching the one who's came out in second behind him, which is RRF1 ETR 86.
Okay, 23.77 first sector there for Lennon. Bit tippy-toey there.
He just went off the track. I think he's going back in pitch. It looks like he lost his front wing. Yes, he has. Lost his front wing.
Quick question from Big Hairy Jock. Question is Poz still a wanker? Of course he is. Of course he is, Jock. You know he is. He's a complete tosspot gimp. We all know that. He's a lovable gimp. Oh! Lennon lost it there at the hairpin. That's going to seriously compromise his lap. I will be coughing all the way through this race. I do apologise. There's been incident sector 2, Rich. You have a look at that.
Yep.
Yellow flags in sector 2. Where Lennon comes through for his first flying lap, and it's setting a 1:23.7. Who else we got there? On board with Beat AK Jazz with a 1:23.5. Poz Glad. Poz goes a 1:21.1. Forrester 1:21.7. Message there from Zany, Gimp Glad. Yeah, that has potential. Gimp Glad. RRF1 Gimp Glad. Well, if you want to pay him his £7.99, you can change his gamer tag to that. Make a lot of sense. Anyways, back on with the stream. Who we got on a fast lap? The Ghost is just on the 123.0.
Yeah, you got the
jump on board with, I'm going to jump on board with Gatfellow at the moment. He's on his out lap.
The beat
That's
is doing
his
his,
whole lap.
he's in sector 2 at the minute, the beat.
Okay. I've got an instant sector 1. Just on board with Gatfellow at the moment. He starts his first flying lap. Coming to turn 3, turn 4. Very tricky chicane this, certainly in the wet. It's
Lennon's gone second.
very, very easy to lose the back end.
Oh, Peter 1 minute 21.4.
Wetton. Gatfellow to lift off there. He's gone wide to chicane, so this lap's been compromised quite badly already. It's very, very tricky though, to be fair, for all the drivers out there.
Scotty's coming through to the last turnings. Last 2. He's coming to the strike now, towards the finishing strike. Which he does well, I think it was invalid.
Excuse me.
It was, whoa, that was Mazers. But there.
Gatfellow there, 51.4, sector 2. Oh, he's lost it coming out of the hairpin. Big fishtail from the back end there. The guys are fighting for any scrap of grip they can find on the track. Let's see what he can do though, time-wise. I don't think this is going to be threatening the pole sitters on this particular lap. He's through the wall of champions. Oh, is he? Now he's clipped the wall of chumps. I think he might have just got away with that.
Let's find out.
124.6.
That was 9th.
Anybody else on fast laps? Scotty's letting...
Yeah, he's just letting people pass. Right, and he's lost
the
few as well.
Just jumping on board with Ghost. He's going again for another fast lap. He's in through the third chicane. Very tricky again. Comes up to the hairpin now. Let's see what kind of entrance. Forrest has just gone provisional quickest at 121.0. That's a good time, that. Oh, nicely done by Ghost for the main hairpin there. Held the car very, very well. Just feathered the throttle.
Well, Scotty has lost fuel, by the way, folks. So that's the reason why there is a yellow flag. He's going as slow as an old people's.
Just on board with the Ghost here. This is potentially a very quick lap here. He's really, really going for it. What's he going to come in with? A 122.0 puts him in 8th place. Of
really
course, the way
between Ghost and Wi-Fi.
The way Q2 works is, of course, generally if it's a dry race, they would start on the compound that they do their fastest lap in Q2. Of course, that's an irrelevance as we're in wet conditions. And also, we don't know whether the race itself will be a dry race or whether it's going to be a wet race. So it's all literally up in the air. But the top 10 fastest times in Q2 will go forwards to the top 10 shootout in Q3.
At the moment, for the beat, Scotty Dragoon is a 1 minute 24.6 is the beat to get that, but not a 1 minute 24, so it's a 1 minute 23.7. The beat to get into the top 10.
Yeah, Kingfish is out on a fast lap at the moment. He's on the cusp at the moment. His fastest lap to 123.7, which I think will struggle. He will struggle with that time to get through the Q3. So he really needs to
up his game,
nail it on this lap. Yeah, needs to get all those thoughts of sheep out of his head and concentrate on the tarmac. He comes through now, coming to the wall of chumps, as I've nicknamed it. Oh no, he's pitting. He's not even going to bother. No, forget that. Right.
Jazz still 6 minutes, just over 6 minutes to go, so they could still got time to go for another one.
Well, I'm just on board with Dragoon now. He's on his out lap. I'll come back to Dragoon in a minute. Forrester's on a quick lap at the moment. He's going again. Just tiptoes through the main hairpin there. Nicely done. No sliding there. in good amounts of grip.
PTR 86. Oh, he's going into the pitch.
Is Forrester? Just watching Forrester Rich. I want to see if he can break into the 1 minute 20s.
Yeah,
Nicely done.
If he does, he's going to be close. I think he will.
This is a quick lap. He's done it at 1:20.931, but I think is it invalidated?
Yeah,
it's invalidated.
Yeah.
I think it might have been actually the last corner, the Wall of Champions. He just slightly overran the curb.
Yeah, it would have been a lovely Riffy as well. Just coming to the
I'm looking for Dragoon.
Top Riffy.
Whiffy's just gone a 1:20.8 in the Williams. Good to see the Williams on top. Of course, Williams won last night. For all you guys didn't watch it, have a look on Poz's Twitch channel because you saw the Beermeister, the racing guru, take his first, definitely not his last win of the season. You saw the champion-elect wipe the floor with all the opposition in Montreal. Believe me, he's back. I'm coming to get ya.
Until next week.
Anyways, back on board. Yeah. I'm just going to switch you off. Disengage audio. Just kidding. On board Dragoon here.
At 63 now. So he's coming in. See what Tommy does. Really, all he needs to do is beat a 1 minute 23.7. That's all he needs to be, really, to be honest.
And Dragoon's just coming into the Wall of Chumps. Just taking it nice and easy through there, making sure there's no cock up there. That's going to be a decent time, it is, yeah. 1:20.9 from Dragoon, takes him into second place. Good time there.
Yeah,
the Bristol, the Bristolian.
Oh, up into Riffy.
Oh, I think it's always alarming there where you see someone retire from the session and a yellow flag suddenly pops up. It normally means carnage. So at the moment in the drop zone we have King Chris, Gatfellow, Jazz and Scotty. Scotty's not been out yet.
Scotty's out.
At least he's not completed a lap. Let's jump on board with Scotty if we can find him.
No, he literally just came out. He's done 0 laps.
Ooh, big lock up there, obviously.
Forrester has done 6 laps.
Yeah, he's only done 2 laps on this particular set of tyres. Now this Red Bull here of Scotty looks like he's been harassed by a car behind him, which I can't quite see. But anyway, here's Scotty going through the Wall of Chumps. Nicely done there, just feathering that throttle. Not particularly quick time. Is it going to be enough to get in the top 10? No, it's not. He's going to have to go again. So with just 3 minutes of qualifying left, we have HRE, Goutfellow, King Chris and Scotty in the drop zone. I think looking at the timing screen, Rich, I think the top 8 look fairly safe. It's 9 and 10. The top 8 look fairly safe. They're in reasonably comfortable territory.
Riffy has, I don't know what happened, he's either retired from the track or he crashed.
He blew his car up, mate, because his time's gone now. His time's gone off the timing board.
Really, yeah.
So that at the moment then that'll put HRE 20 up to 10th place at the moment, wouldn't it? Because I believe if you have a crash in Q2, that is it.
Also, you got 11. I think he might.
Let's have a look at the. Let's have a quick look at the racing instance. Terminal damage, Whiffy winner. Yeah, he blew up. He absolutely nailed his car in the Wall of Chumps, I think. So, and Lemon also. What's happened to Lennon?
I think he just retired because I had a look at the race director. There was a no damage whatsoever.
Okay, yeah. His time is actually staying up on the leaderboard, so that's good. Right, Scotty's gone again now. Scotty comes through the final straight. Can he get into Q3? No, he's still outside the top 10. He's got to go again. Got to try and maintain as much heat. Oh, bit of oversteer there, bit of hydroplaning. He's struggling here. Comes up to turn 3, turn 4. It's a tricky little combination chicane, this one. And we've got another incident in sector 3. Looks like the Thompson's lost it. I think Scotty's bailed out, you know. He's not going very quick at all at the moment. No, he's still trying. King Chris gets into the top 10. He sets the 122.7. That puts him up to 9th. Big lock up again from Scotty. We'll stay on board with Scotty there.
Still a bit close though. 1 minute 22.7.
Yeah, that's pushed Scotty, HRE. King Chris's time has pushed Scotty, HRE, and Gapfellow out of the top 10.
Yeah, but look
at
that, 110th a second to the beat. That's low.
It's 1/1000th of a second is what's keeping King Chris in Q3 at the moment. Does not get any closer. Oh, Scott's made a balls up there. He's lost it, and he's decided to take his anger out and try and trash his car, which is probably not the best thing to do. And he's left the session. That is what is known in the trade as a rage. But hey ho. Oh, and HRE, he's invalid. Is he? Yes, he's in. He's in. HRE 2220 gets him the 121.8. Pushes King Chris back out of the top 10 again. Gapfellow's come out on an outlap. Scotty, as we know, he's out.
I just invited him back into the run.
Okay, yeah. Nice one.
Oh. RRF1, RM19 just gone fastest.
120.5. It's still raining really heavily, but the guys who've gone out for a second run are just sort of, they're getting their eyes in now. They're starting to find those breaking points.
I just noticed something here in Q2.
Yeah.
The bow for the tall
It's what, sorry?
The bow for the tall bossos, 1 and 2.
Are they? Wow. Well, they say that this game's not realistic, and there you go. You'd never see a Toro Rosso 1 and 2 in a real life Grand Prix. That's for sure.
Maybe Mercedes, ain't he?
Right, who is out at the moment? King Chris has come out. He needs to. He's out. I'm not sure if this is an outlap by King Chris. I'm not entirely sure. Let's stay on board with King Chris. He's actually on. He went out Inters. Bit of a gamble here, but I don't think it paid off, to be fair. Let's have a little look. Did it work out? He's outside the top 10 at the moment. Did he get any faster? No, he didn't. He couldn't break into the top 10. He did actually gain a couple of 3 tenths, but it's not enough. And that, my friends, is Q2. Yeah, unlucky, Chris, mate. It was worth a gamble, though, trying to whack those old Inters on. It was worth a gamble. Oh, excuse me. Oh, my word. Coughing like a bum here. So that's our top 10. RM19, Forrester, Dragoon, Poz, The Ghost, Pete, Lennon, Tomster, HRE, and Whiffy.
And but to be honest, there's only 2 people in the top 10 that went out on Inters, which is Forrester and Poscard.
Yeah, I don't think they set the fastest laps on those tyres, did they? I wasn't paying attention, to be honest. Being the crap commentator and an analyst that I am, hey, I don't care. In the drop zone, King Chris, Jazz, Scotty, and Gapfellow. Now, I believe as Whiffy went out terminal damage, he will not be appearing in Q3, so I think it'll be a 9-car shootout in Q3. And it's wet again. Oh my word. These guys are not having the luck tonight with the weather. Of course, if anyone who's missed last night's race, always worth a watch on RRF1 GP3 on Positively Glad's Twitch page. It was a good race last night with all kinds of weather. Everything by the kitchen sink was in it. But here come the guys.
It looked like Paz is out first.
Yeah, Poz is the lead car, so we'll have a look at Poz. Gone out in the Inters. I want to see where the cars are going. It looks like they're all going out in Inters, to be fair.
On one day, if I could see my predictions being right, where rain at the start, maybe dry towards the end, maybe.
Could be interesting, mate. Could be interesting. Well, I'm just going to go and get a glass of water. I've got to try and sort his throat out. I'm going to leave the main stream on Poz's car. He's the lead car, so he'll be the first on the hot lap. I'm back in a second.
Why is AJ's going to get himself a drink? We're going to see what everyone has gone on. Looks like the Inter say, looks like maybe because seeing a race towards the end, maybe it could be a dry track. But like you see yesterday, you can never know what the weather will do. Next week it's rainy, then it's dry, and rain again. Interesting. And Posey's going to be starting his flying lap about now.
So here he is, on his hot lap. Yep. Just in case you don't know, of course, we are RRF1, the best and newest racing league out there. We're running 3 divisions on a Thursday, Friday and Sunday night. You can find us on Facebook at RRF1. Come and join us, make yourself known, come and race. Have some fun. In the wet in Canada. So having a quick look through the chat. Big Hairy Drop hates the Wall of Champions. Yep. Chris left his into stint too long. Scotty sucks. Can't drive in the rain without assist unless I have a setup on. Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? A lot of people don't do time trial, don't do a wet time trial, and get caught out, me included.
To be honest, I never do a time trial in the wet.
Well, I'm going to get on TV pod with Poz. He comes through the Wall of Champions or the Wall of Chumps. Oh, nicely done. He's got. Tell you what, Poz has got a lot of grip on these inters. This could be a very, very quick time. 1:20.2. Well, that sets the benchmark.
Not bad for Fusional Power.
Pete's come through the 1:20.7. On board of Thompson now in the Red Bull.
Then 1:21.1.
What can Thompson do? Thompson goes second fastest. He splits Poz and Pete.
Thing is, what can the Toro Rossos can do? The one Toro Rossos is on top.
Hang on, somebody lost it there. Who was that?
It was
a Toro Rosso.
RRF19.
I'm not sure which one. Ah, right, okay.
It just went fastest, and I think
he went faster and lost it as he crossed the finishing line.
Yeah.
Just watching HRE 220 come down into the Wall of Chumps. See what he can do.
I think he's on his mate.
He's starting his hot lap now, so we'll stay on with him.
Well, you have pretty much got like Forrester. Forrester, he's doing his drawing. It looks at it. So I'm gonna start on Forrester, see what he does.
Notice that HRE 220's got a very high gear shift. Thompson's gone quickest, 1:19.7.
Forrester. No, looks like his time was invalid. He did do a 1:21. And look, yeah, it looks like invalid, yeah.
Times are coming down. There's definitely a good call to go on the Inters in Q3 though. Everyone's times. Oh, HRE almost lost it there.
Done the fast and
back end fishtailing. Yeah, he just gained a 20 gamer score there for high speed drift. Comes into the Wall of Chumps. Can't be through there. I don't think this is going to be a pole setting time, far from it, but just a feel a lap. 1:21.7 puts him in 7th place. Going to go on board with Forrester.
Dragon gone 3rd. 1:20.0.
Forrester just coming up to, well, I think he's bowed out of this lap. He's overcooked it going into the hairpin.
You got a Total Bosso who's second and third.
What's Poz driving? Is that a Haas, is it?
Yeah, it's an ass, yeah.
It's an ass. An ass.
Yeah, it's an ass.
Right, watching the second up Antipodean Sheepshagger, HRE2 20, as he comes up the up towards the hairpin.
We got
Let's see the split time. Right, his split time's up. He's 0.3 seconds up. That's better. Nicely done through the hairpin there. Didn't get the excuse me, the drift. Let's see what he can do as he comes up to the wall of chumps. Can he get this nailed right? Yeah, that's nicely done. Using all the road there.
Could be a better time.
This could be a decent time. 120.6 puts him in up one place to 6th.
Oh, what time?
God damn it.
He's getting him up.
He's in on the fast lap at the moment. I think I'm just going to stay on board of Lennon. See what he's doing. Pete gets out of the way. Dragoon gets out of the way. These guys showing some decent track awareness, car awareness. Always good to see.
But the Ghost is just no, the Ghost is like, I'm not sure if he's just like 1.8 over his best time, so he might go run again.
I think all these guys will come out again, that's for sure. Very, very tricky getting that hairpin correct. Oh, just a slight contact with the wall there. Just brushed the wall with his left front tyre. Just on board of Lennon 2K10. He's coming down the back straight now towards the wall of chumps. Let's see what he can do. I don't think this is going to be threatening pole. Always no. He's in with a 120.5. Improves his time though, puts him into 5th. So it's pretty close at the top there.
Chase Bill is pretty close between 2nd and all the way down to 6th. We win a 2nd. By over, I'd say 2nd to 9th.
Excuse me.
8th.
Or just jumped on board with Pete. Just jumped on board with Pete there to see what he can do on a fast lap. Pete's currently sitting in 6th place at the moment. He's lost it. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. He's fishtailing down through the chicane there.
RM19 is on his own.
Doing a bit of alpine slalom there. So I think this lap will be Ghost has gone quickest, 1:19.6. Good time. Where's that come from? Quick, get Charlie White to getting drug tested. That's come from nowhere. Is it steroid abuse?
Could it be a drug? Nah, definitely won't be.
Having a quick look through. Thompson's on his out lap. 19's on his out lap. Dragoon's in the garage. Poz is on his out lap. Let's have a look at Poz. Let's see what Poz is going to do. Excuse me.
Well, I'm going to keep an eye out on them. RM19.
Actually, Poz is some way back, actually. Trying to find the lead car. RM19.
Towards the World Champions.
Let's have a look at him. He's in the Toro Rosso. Oh dear. That's like a bit of a dodgy down change there. Almost blew his gearbox up. And away he goes. Let's see what he can do. Very, very hard to find your braking spots in this weather. Bit of a fishtail there. Using the curbs. Oh, he's just brushed the wall there. Excuse me. 23-1 first sector. Oh man.
You got Poz and Tiger pretty much together.
Yeah. I'm going to stay on board with 19 and then jump back on. As soon as he's completed his lap, jump back onto the other guys. I don't think this is 23-1 second sector.
The Ghost is literally lost fuel. Oh. Look what happened.
Here comes 19 for the Wall of Champs. Wall of Champs. We'll see what he can do.
Hamsters,
not.
gone.
Oh, yes, he's gone pole by 1/100th of a second. Pos has bailed out.
Pos
It's
is
the 1:19.664 on third. Where's Dragoon gone? Dragoon didn't improve his position. So, we've got the final cars out now, and there's not a lot to choose. There's a second splitting top 9. That's pretty damn close. Here comes Forrester, really pushing hard now on those inters. What is that car Forrester's driving?
Sauber.
Sauber, right. Anyway, here comes Forrester, bombing down the back straight.
PTR 86 has gone fastest.
Pete's gone faster than 1.2.4, but Forrest this time is quick. Forrester's going to challenge this one. This is a quick time. Is he going to do it? No! 1:20.2. He can't improve this previous time. Anybody else left on track? Pos is still there.
Dagoon.
Oh, Pete almost got in the way. This is not going to challenge it. Pos has made a mistake somewhere.
He's coming up now. 1:19.6. But he was
Degree not improving it. I think that is just about it, I think. Yeah, that is it. So, Pete Robertson's first. He'll qualify in poles. He's at the Force India, yeah. And then 19 is in second place. The Ghost is third. Pos is fourth. Thompson fifth. Forrester sixth. Lennon seventh. Dragoon eighth. And HRE ninth. And I believe Whiffy Winner will start in 10th.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just waiting for confirmation. As soon as the... I think what they do now is 5-minute break, cigarette, pee, shit, shave, whatever. And then they get cracking.
And the host will start up whenever in 5 minutes time.
Indeed, which gives me a chance to go. So that's your top 10, and I'm going to hand over to Rich then. Pete's in first, RM19 second, Ghost third, Posgar fourth, Tomster fifth, Forrester sixth, Lennon seventh, Dragoon eighth, and HRE 220 in ninth. As you can see though, just over a second splitting the top 9, so this looks like it'll be a very, very competitive race. In fact, between second and fourth is 3/100ths of a second. That's how close it is. With that, I'll be signing out for 2 seconds and I'll hand over to Rich.
Oh, this is going to be a very, very close race indeed, folks. All we've been from first all the way down to 9th, or we've been like a 1.1 second from 9th all the way up to first. So you could see a very, very lots. And by my word, it is dry. It's a dry race indeed. So my predictions was probably out of the blue, because I would have thought it could have started rain, then needs to dry, but could there be another twist at the end of the race? Could it go back to rain, or will it be dry throughout? So really everyone, because they did like in Q2 on the rest, I think they got choices of tyres, maybe? This could be interesting. think everyone's just having a 5-minute break if you need. Like, oh, Gat has started the time before the host. Pos has started anyway, but Gat was the first one to start it. Right, let's see if everyone goes in the formation. Ooh. Yeah, it looks like everyone has gone off except for, well Scotty. Ooh. Be interesting what everyone has chose for tyres, and everyone has chose supers, but only 2 people chose the ultra sauce, which is Pos and Dragoon, which really there are 3rd and 4th in the drivers championship. Which this could be a very, very interesting race now that it's dry. Ooh. But there's the racing, the qualifying leader, which is trusted.
Okay, which goon readied up?
It was a Gat. And it's a dry race.
Yeah, there we go. Could have some fun now. Whoa, one stopper if it stays dry. So don't forget, it's RRF1. I'm Beerandkebab. Don't forget, if you like the content that you see, hit that subscribe button. I want to be Amazon Twitch primed out of my mind by the end of this race. Hit that subscribe button. Make me rich. So anyway, enough self-promotion. Back to the main event.
There's our 2 people who want ultra sauce, which is Pos and Dragoon.
Yeah, a lot of these guys are going to be doing they're going to be doing these supers and a one stopper. Here we go, ready for lights out.
Yes.
And we are away. Oh, was a hell of a long pause there.
Ooh.
Good start by Pete. He's covering off the inside line there, going into turn 1. RM has a look outside, but Pete covers him nicely. Oh, Pos has a look at the inside there, the Mercedes there. Pete's away cleanly.
Go through to everyone just to make sure.
Oh, an instant there recorded.
Lennon and Dragoon.
Yep. Lennon and Dragoon have had an instant there. I don't know if you managed to catch that, get a recording. Is there any damage?
I think it's more on Lennon.
Right, back to the lead. So Pete's got cleanly away. But he's got RM19 is all over his backside there. We've got Pos sat in there in 3rd place, Forrester 4th.
RM's going through, trying to run.
He's going to move at the inside. This is so close. Oh, but Pete gets the better exit. But of course, no DRS yet. But he will have some good tow. I'll stay on board with RM19 as he tries to make a move on Pete. Up the inside, Pete's got some great straight line speed in that Force India. I think Pete's going to have this covered. Oh, has a look at the inside there. Nicely done, but Pete holds it. 2 cars going through turn 1. Outstanding driving. We've got Forrester in 4th, Ghost in 5th, Winnie's in 6th place, Thompson's in 7th, HRE 8th, Jazz 9, Scotty 10, Gapfellow 11, King Chris 12. We've got Dragoon in the pits. He's going to have to make an early stop, as has Lennon. That contact there in turn 1. Now, I would imagine he'll put the supers on now. Yes, indeed he does. So Dragoon puts the supers on. Wing change for Lennon. Supers on. So they've done their first stop. Let's go back up to the top. Let's see what we've got. Pete is still in front there. He's got RM though 19 all over. I think if 19's got sense, he'll just keep within that 1 second gap until the DR is activated. Because hang on, Pos is have a look at the outside. He's going to have to probably give way there, is he?
Nah,
he's still fighting hard.
Now,
what? What's this Haas like? What's this Haas like in a straight line compared? Look at that. Potter's got such straight line speed. Obviously running a lot of low downforce there.
And plus he's on a quicker tyre than the others.
And he's beat. Oh, Forrester's
well.
through as well. Forrester's got through. Oh my dear. 19's gone from second to fourth in the space of one straight. And he's going down to fifth.
The Ghost.
It's Winnie Winners at the inside. Oh my word. Going into turn one. The Ghost. Oh, the Ghost has contacted. He's hit Forrester.
Sober.
He's hit Forrester.
Yeah.
Recording that word. I can't record it, mate. You have to record it for me. Oh, and Whiffy's touched RM19. Oh dear, contact there. Forrester, I feel really bad for Forrester. I think at first view, and RM19 is retired from the session. He's retired on track. He's left the session. I'm afraid that will be. No matter how bad the incident, you don't just rage quit.
Virtual safety car.
You don't just rage quit. Virtual safety car. Dan says he's lost all the chat. Are we still broadcasting?
Yeah,
we're still broadcasting.
We still says live.
Yep.
Oh, sure.
Still under the virtual safety car rules. Of course, as it stands at the moment, they have to stay within certain times in certain sectors. But now we're back racing. DRS is enabled. Going back to the incident with RM19, a couple of things went on there. Obviously, as I'm recording, I've got the stream live, I can't record. Forrester got hit by Ghost going to turn one. That looked like it was on, from my perspective, it was Ghost with the error. Of course, you'll have to look at the clips. RM19, no, a rage quit. That's just not cricket, I'm afraid. You can't be doing that. But Poz now is hunting down Pete. I'm going to stay on this back between first and second. Rich, if you can give me some feedback on what's going on further down. But yeah, Poz is really feisty.
Jagu just
Poz is on the faster tyre.
Forrester's
going into the hairpin. I think Poz is going to have this done. He will have the DRS activation as well, the DRS boost. But Pete is staying with him. But Pete's got some good straight line speed in that Force Indy. But Poz will have DRS. DRS activates. Poz is on the quicker tyres on the Ultras, where Pete is on the Super Softs. So I would imagine
Riffy's on
should
the
have this one.
Riffy's passing Bob's now.
Poz takes the lead. Poz takes the lead.
And he got the beat. Oh, the beat has been took over by Scotty before he was trying to get back, but
that was forced it in, did he?
He did take. Well, he got took over by Dragoon.
Yeah, he had to take. I presume Forrester had the pit, did he?
Yeah, he went in the pitch. Yeah.
Okay, let's have a quick little rundown here. So Poz is our new race leader. Of course, Poz on the Ultras, so he's going for a different strategy to Pete. Pete on the Supers. Pete will be swapping over to the Ultras probably around about lap 25, 26. Poz, I'd imagine, will be pitting around about lap 20. In third place, we've got...
the Ghost is
Incident Sector 2, Ghost has lost. I can't jump on Ghost car, so I can't see what's happened. There's Whiffy in third. Thompson's in fourth. Now, this is back. I'm just going to stay on board this one. Thompson's going to have DRS here on Whiffy. Both on Super Softs. Here comes Tomster, and he's going to make that look easy. He's just going to breeze past.
By King Chris.
Stay on board.
Catching the beat. I will see what happens.
Yeah. Tomster moves into third place there with a nice, comfortable overtake there.
Oh, nice turning there. Oh, he's got DRS again.
HRE in fifth. Scotty. Now Scotty, of course, had that disastrous qualifying, but he's now up into sixth place. Done a good job here, good recovery job. Jazz in seventh. He is battling King Chris in eighth, and a bit of a gap down to Garrett Fellow in ninth. Dragoon, of course, has had to pit, as has Forrester, as has Lennon. We've lost the Ghost. We've lost our M19. So, back to the leaders.
They're on it again, and Pete just caught up.
And the Ghost has left the session again. This is, I think, something that the league owners are going to have to start probably cracking down on, is people leaving the session, you know, if they have an incident.
Yeah,
it's etiquette to stay in.
It does cause a bit of lag as
absolutely. I mean, we've had this problem on F1 games all the way through. Forster's got a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings.
It's
Since
of course
F1 2011, we've had problems with lobbies races desyncing because people rage quit. I know it's hard.
King Crest is catching up the beat.
Yeah,
and behind him. Oh, keep it on his battle.
Whiffy's pitted.
Stuffed up a bit. He messed up.
No, why? Hang on a second. Why is Whiffy pitted so soon? He's ditched those supers. Not happy with the supers at all. Going on to the ultras. He might be doing a 2-stop strategy. It's a wing change. Tom's just picked up a 3-second penalty.
Interesting to go on the ultras.
He's going to have to 2-stop it now. Tyre wear 28 laps, not a problem if he's 2-stopping. In fact, Wiki might go ultras and then hypers.
Dragoon to set the fastest warm on the 12.1.
Yeah, he's got the bit between his teeth for the 121 fast lap of the race so far. Pete, must admit, ever since Poz overtook Pete, he's not dropped him. The gap is 1.3 seconds between first and second. Even though Pete is on technically the slower tyre, he is keeping Poz honest. He's just outside the DRS activation at the moment. As you can see there, Tomster is in third.
Scotty's catching up to fourth HRE by the looks. He's nearly within a second.
Well, Scotty's got the bit between his teeth because he had as I said, mentioned before, had a bad qualifying session. But he is really making up for the race now. He is scything his way through the field and has gone all the way now up into 5th place. And he's only, as it stands, I know it's early doors at the moment, he's only 4.2 seconds off a podium position. That's how close it is. And in fact, looking at the leaderboard there, Pete is closing up on Poz. I wonder if he's within DRS, if he can hold it together now for the DRS activation, which is halfway between this chicane and the hairpin. I wonder if Pete might have a little run at Poz, because we know that Pete's got some good straight line speed in that Force India. Here we go. He needs a good exit here. Went a little bit deep.
Sometimes when you go a bit, deep, sometimes you get better traction out to the corner.
Here comes Pete with DRS now. Poz did actually run it on the grass a little bit there. Oh, Poz is pitting. He's had enough of these ultras. I want to see what Poz goes on to.
It must have thought because Pete was catching really quickly on supers, maybe.
I'm just surprised. I mean, surely these ultras wouldn't have gone off. I'm presuming he's on the ultras. They wouldn't have gone off so soon. But he's putting the supers on.
Maybe it seems like he's the best.
Oh no, he's got some damage. He's got a wing change. I thought there was an issue. I think what happened was when he come out of the hairpin, he brushed that white wall because he went onto the grass. I got a feeling he lost an end plate. I could be wrong.
The reason why maybe probably on one side he couldn't get the turn in as perfect. That's probably why he was catching.
Second penalty there for Forrester. So Thompson's moved up to 2nd place now. HRE's 3rd. Scotty is now in 4th place, just a second behind HRE. And then we've got King Chris in 5th. Of course, King Chris, a good drive, qualified, didn't make it Q3.
Biffy's on that. Oh, can he make him stick? Yeah, he does.
Yeah, cheers, Jock. I'm new to streaming on F1 2018, mate. Just to give you a quick heads up, I didn't realise that for every car you have to enable the telemetry and lap data. I thought it did it automatically. Obviously, it doesn't, because I'm a retard. But hey ho, what can you do?
Well, Gatsby's got a DRS again on Biffy.
When you was quick, when you was when you was quick as me, mate, around Canada, then you can tell me what to do. Until then, jog on. Just kidding.
That was a big, really over the curve.
I was just taking a mick out of Jock, but of course he was the quickest man around Canada. He had a 40-second lead by turn 3. Remarkable driving there from the Mad Scot. But right, anyway.
Forrester, DNF.
Oh, Forrester's gone. No. What's happened to Forrester?
I don't know. Nothing doing, Corliss. I'll check the
Right, I'm just going to check the old. I'm
What happened?
just going to check the race directory. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo. Terminal damage.
Yeah. Ooh.
Not good. Anyway, back to the race. We say the state of affairs at the moment. We've got Pete currently in the lead of Thompson by 4.5 seconds. HRE is third. I'm going to jump onto HRE onto Scotty because he is harassing HRE for third place at the moment.
He's the only one that's.
Yeah.
Ooh, I thought.
And HRE's
Oh,
picked up a 3-second penalty.
Mind you,
Well, look at
Pause is only 1 point, nearly within a second of the beat. I'm gonna watch that battle. Yeah, I'm watching this battle.
Actually, I'm jumping on it now. Of course, Poz on. He's got to back off there now. Ooh, he was a bit too aggressive for my liking there. I know Jazz was going quite slowly, but Poz was. Excuse me, I'm coming through. I'm not going to knock at the door. I'm just going to barge my way through. The all rather ends well. There's no damage. There was no damage to the car. Now,
it did have a better turn in out of that turn, my opinion as well.
Yeah, I don't think he expected to be carrying so much pace through there in comparison with Jazz's car. Really, it was like, geez, I've caught up with that banana car or whatever the hell it was. Right, Scotty is still within DRS of HRE. Of course, these guys can take their supers well into the race. They'd be looking at a one-stopper. Of course, Poz is doing a little bit of, currently sitting in 6th place, but a bit of damage limitation at the moment because he had that
Gatter's
rush with the wall.
Looks of it.
Yeah, new front wing. And he's going on to the Ultras, which puts Lennon up into the points.
Forrester's left.
Yeah, I'm going to stay on board with Scotty again because he is coming off the hairpin now. He'll have DRS on HRE. Is he close enough to make an attempt? Oh, HRE just brushed the grass there.
Maybe he might be able to get it done, or he takes it right until the second bit.
That's what he's going to do, I think. He needs a good. He's got a good exit there. He's going to be really challenging at turn 1. You know, can he do under braking into turn 1? He's still quite some way back. I don't think he's going to be able to do it here. No. He's closer than he was the last lap. He's a much closer. So we'll stay on board this battle just for the moment.
Yeah.
Well, you can see literally half a dozen car lengths there.
The beats just went in the pitch. So.
Okay. And of course, HRE is only 2 seconds. Oh, a bit of a wobble there from Scotty as he put the power down. Needs a good exit through here to maintain the pressure. Oh, HRE brushes the wall there. That's gonna not do his tyres any good whatsoever. Now for Scotty, he needs a really good entrance, good exit, get the power down, traction on there. And now he's in a good position. I know, he's only 2 seconds on the road. Scotty now has got a chance here, but HRE, that Ferrari is quick in a straight line. He's going to go for the move. Is he going to back off? Oh, he's lost it. He's lost it. Bang! Unlucky.
That was a tough decision to make as well.
Yeah. He just carried too much speed going through the wall of champions. It was a brave move and it almost worked. He's going to be so frustrated because he spent the last half a dozen laps just catching and catching and catching. Oh, unlucky Scotty.
It's not called the World Champions for nothing.
Yeah, it's the Wall of Chumps, I'm afraid.
He's got someone yet
unlucky.
Again.
Yeah, it keeps on catching these people out. And of course, HRE now and the Ferrari can breathe a big sigh of relief.
Mind you, this
we got some.
This could pay to.
I've just seen. Hang on, Rich. I've just seen a message from Scotty, and this is a direct quote. fuck off HRE. Now, I don't know whether that's implying that there was a coming together, which actually forced Scotty into the World Champions. Scotty, if you're watching this, mate, you can hear me. Hang on, just let me finish, mate. Scotty, if you listen to the stream, mate, just ping us the footage if you've got it, mate, and we'll take a look later on, mate. Unlucky, mate. Sorry, Rich.
It does seem like the both was pretty close, and maybe HRE could have given probably a tiny bit more room, maybe. Or minded
yeah,
that.
I mean, I was on board with Scotty's car, and it's a difficult one to call because HRE, it looked like he'd yielded. I mean, just the first point of view, it looked like he had yielded the corner, and Scotty had simply carried too much speed to the corner. But the angle he hit the wall suggested there'd been a contact.
Oh, there's a battle here
because
between the teammates of the Ashes.
Here we go.
I wonder.
Gapfellow's retired. Gapfellow's binned it.
Yeah, I wonder if this could be some team order might come into play here. Maybe just
multi-21 here. Multi-21. We'll be watching this with Chris and Poz. Myself and Rich, we are monitoring the radio channels. We are listening. Any hint of multi-21, and you'll be up in front of me later on for a damn good talking to. You've been warned.
Bear in mind, the top four cars are on 15 laps, and Paz is on 7 laps with his super softs.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you would think Paz would fairly comfortably get past Chris. No disrespect to Chris, but the fact that Paz is on much newer tyres.
Maybe the Beast has got 5 seconds stop and go penalty for speed in the pit lane.
The question I've got to ask though regarding Paz though is whether or not he can get to the end on these supers. He might be looking, because he had to stop early, don't forget, because of the wing damage, but whether he can get to the end on this set of supers. It's possible. 3-second penalty for King Chris. I think Paz, it's just a matter of time now. Whether he'll take... He doesn't want to overtake him too early. He wants to make sure he gets the DRS activation. Now he'll get him. Yeah, just a matter of... Yeah, this will be it now. DRS wide open.
Yeah, he's got this in the bag.
There we go. Jumping on board with King Chris. You see Paz just mooch off into the distance. Into the distance there, nicely through the wall of champions there. That's a very good line Paz took through there, by the way. Just watching his car from Chris's point of view. Took an excellent line.
Maybe Chris's force as well, because Paz is on the newer tyre, and he may be to see what Paz can do, see if he can catch up to the top 3, maybe.
Yeah.
Because he's on
at the moment,
newer tyres.
Well, the gap at the front has pretty much remained static basically since the early laps. Bit of a brush there by Pete. That's not going to do his tyres any good. But he's maintaining a gap of around about 4 seconds from Thompson. Of course, both these two started on the supers. Now, HRE has given a very good account of himself. 3.8 seconds down on Thompson. He has been closer a few laps ago, but he's driving a good race. Now for Paz, the question is, can he catch HRE before the next round of pit stops? The gap between 3rd and 4th at the moment is just a tad under 6 seconds, so I'll be watching that gap. Paz himself is pulling away from Chris now. He's opened up a 2-second gap over King Chris. Whiffy's on the hypers at the moment, which means he'll be stopping again fairly soon. One would imagine.
So far on these modules.
Yeah.
10 laps.
Yeah. He's on the hypers, yeah. I'd imagine that's a pit stop coming up fairly soon, because he might be looking to. Yeah, in fact, he's pitted now. Yeah. I thought as much. I got a feeling he might be able to put the ultras on now and go to the end. I'm just going to go jump on board with Winnie, with Whiffy winner. See if he puts the ultras on. Oh, hello. We've got a pit problem. No, it's a pit glitch. Yeah, Whiffy's gone out in the ultras. I thought he might do.
That's what Judge doing.
Yeah, simply because he can run these tyres now to the end of the race. I'd imagine 17 laps on the ultras. That's pretty comfortable, Rich, isn't it? You did that last night.
I done 22 laps on the ultras.
Yeah.
It all depends on how well you look. Oh, Dragoon. It was.
Yeah, he's got off wandering in the Bondu there.
It doesn't look like he's got damage. Let's have a look. Just the one
He's
end
lost an
plate.
end plate. Yeah, he's lost an end plate. He's had
yeah,
to go. He's had to break the corner. He's going to have to pit again. He's dropped down. Whiffy's gone flying past him. I think his Dragoon will probably pit now and put the Ultras on, I'd imagine, and go to the end on the Ultras. He's going to stay on board with Dragoon. Well, I'd imagine there's absolutely no point in staying out. He's just going to lose time hand over fist. So I'd imagine he'll probably pit now and stick the Ultras on. Oh, that was close. Jesus H. Christ, that was close. Let's just watch Dragoon pop in. Yeah, Ultra's going on. New wing. He'll now be going to the end of the race. And he's losing positions now. And there's Jace now. Jace is probably going to pinch him now into 8th place. He does. And both these guys will be battling now for 8th and 9th because they'll be going to the end on these tyres. Also worth noting, Rich, interestingly, is that HRE is catching Tomster again. It's under 2 seconds.
Oh, that's going to be a good one. Money's still close, man. Tomster's about 3 pieces. He's got a 4-second lead. Well, close to 4-second lead.
Yeah, the lead has pretty much stayed static for quite a long period of time. It's been about 4 seconds. But HRE is really finding a turn of speed now. He's got the gap down to 1.7 seconds. But in saying that, Poz is catching him also a couple of tenths a lap. He's not catching him amazingly quickly, but he is catching him.
I got a feeling it's going to be a good, probably last 5 laps maybe. might see a lot of position changes maybe.
The problem that Poz has got in 4th is that he has to run these tyres pretty much to the end of the race, whereas the cars in front will be pitting, but they'll be putting on softer compound tyres, so they'll be in theory, much quicker. But Poz at some stage in the next, I'd say the next 8 or 9 laps will take the lead. In fact, we've got Pete's in the pits. Pete has bitched, and Tomster's gone in as well, and HRE. They've all pitted at the same time. So Poz will take the lead. So now Poz, what can he do? He's got the lead. He is net first. He won't be pitting again. He'll be on older tyres. Can he hold these guys off behind? Pete comes out the pits.
Oh, it'll be tough.
On the Ultras, it is going to be a tough one. HRE's out and Tomster's. HRE has jumped Tomster in the pits. I'd imagine there's been a wing change.
Second penalty.
3-second penalty, yeah.
I think the penalties could pay the way at the end as well, maybe.
It'll be interesting. Yeah, no spoilers though tonight. We won't be giving when I stream, my policy is never give the penalty results away. I used to once upon a time, but not anymore. Dragoon's picked up a 3-second penalty, but he is all over the back of. He's going for a move, going to turn one. And I think he's going to make that stick. Oh, he's ran wide on the grass there. Will Jazz have a look back at the inside?
No, it's both.
Dragoon was out. Dragoon outbraked himself there, going into turn 1.
Oh, 3 seconds.
Oh, Jazz is, these two are really fighting. Jazz is really fighting, desperate to try and get that position back. I think Dragoon's he looks like he's got that move done. Can Jace hang with him until the DRS activation point? I'm just going to stay on board with this.
The Tomster's nearly.
Yeah, Whiffy's flying on the Ultras since he's now catching King Chris at a rate of knots. Pete is now eating into Poz's lead.
And
just watching Jazz here to see. Jazz having a look at Dragoon here. We have a look. No, Jazz is backs off there. This battle is not done yet between 8th and 9th. Lennon's pitted. He's put the Ultras on. The gap now between first and second down to 5.5 as Pete's getting those ultras nice and warm now. He'll be looking to
I'm gonna watch this
put the hammer down. It's just about to drop under 5 seconds.
They still got quite laps to go, 11, 12 laps.
Yeah, of course, all these cars now, HRE and the Thompson have set quickest laps. These guys now will be going to the end. What's this here? Sorry, let's have a quick look for the chat. Unlucky Scotty, yeah. No offence, Pos, but you're Welsh, you're gay, you're not going to win. That's from Dan Pennells. Actually, he didn't quite say that, but we get the gist. Hairy Jock, trigger happy on the old keyboard there, will be Chose. He actually meant close. And then Dan, no doubt, if he wins driver of the day, be 26 laps old by the end of the race. The other thing is, Pos is the league owner, and he's Welsh. He's not driver of the day. He can't be. Sorry. He disqualifies himself straight away. Anyways, talking of which, the gap, Pete has got the gap down to 3.4 seconds.
Tomster's got it down to 1.9 on HRE.
Yeah, I'm going to... well, Dragoon's got that battle done over the beast, so... Pos has pitted. Yeah, he's realised he can't hold these guys off. He's going to put the ultras back on and get out and go as quick as he can. Thompson's gone quickest, 1:11.1. Yeah, I think the issue with Pos there, I think he realised that the rate of knots he was being caught at, there was no way on earth he would probably actually finish fourth. So I think he realised he's got nothing to lose by pitting, putting a brand spanking new set of ultras on, and going like batshit crazy on track now. And see what he can do. He's come out only 6 seconds behind Tomster, and we know from qualifying, Pos has got pace around here. Tomster is, and of course these two are championship rivals.
Ooh! Pos nearly ran to the wall then.
Yeah, he's really pushing. He is really pushing this car. He really is. He's motoring.
Ooh!
He almost lost it there. Yeah, he is pushing so hard.
Well, lucky enough, it doesn't look like he ain't got no damage.
Tomster is down to 1.3 seconds on HRE now. And Pete's extended the gap to 5.3 seconds. Tomster is 1.5. Tomster has just picked up a 3-second penalty. The key thing now is to check the gap between third and fourth. See if that gap comes down. Now, Pos is trying to get his tyres up to temperature as quick as possible. The gap at the moment is 6.4 seconds.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on the gap between them two.
HRE's picked up another penalty. No, yeah, he's picked up quite a few penalties now today. That's probably 3 or 4 3-second penalties he's picked up.
Something like that. Because really could be a major. Or see what happens.
Thompson's throwing that car around there. You heard the back tyres slide across the racetrack there, trying to find every ounce of grip and traction he can find so he can close this gap on HRE. It's 1.6 seconds at the moment, so he's getting no assist from DRS. The gap between Thompson and Pos has just come under 6 seconds, so Pos is on the charge.
And there's still 10 laps to go. I think we're going to be in for some epic last 10 laps, maybe, as well.
Well, I would say, I mean, as long as he doesn't make a mistake, and that's the big caveat, Peter's got this race for the taking. HRE's not making much of an impression, and Peter's got a nice 5-second cushion. He'll probably be aware... Oh, Thompson lost it there. Pete will probably be aware that HRE's carrying some penalties as well, so, you know... I think Pete, if anything, will think his main danger is going to be from Tomster if Tomster can clear HRE. Tomster's now he's just outside DRS at the moment. He's pushing so hard.
He's still 6.1,
yeah,
6.2.
Yeah, he's making no impression. He's not catching Tomster. They're pretty much matching lap times at the moment. It's around that 6-second mark. It just dipped under a couple of laps ago. You see Pete's Force India there in the distance there, so these guys can see the race leader. Whiffy Winners picked up a 3-second time penalty there. Looking at the quick leaderboard, as you can see, Pete's got a lead of 4.5 seconds over HRE. So HRE's just taking a couple of tenths out of him there. Tomster is trying his best to chase down HRE in second. Poz in third. King Chris, Poz's teammate in the second house, is in 5th place. Whiffy Winner in 6th. Dragoon has, of course, had to pit a couple of incidents during the race. He's down in 7th at the moment. He's not doing his title aspirations any good at all at the moment. He'll be hoping for some carnage in front of him to get him into the higher echelon of points. Lennon is 8th, and Jazz at the moment is the last runner, currently in 9th. So far we've lost Gatfellow, Scotty, Forrester, The Ghost and RM19. I think out of all of those, you can see the guys who've DNF'd, I think Scotty's the one that we can all sympathise with, really.
Yeah.
Another penalty for HRE.
Ooh,
So
he does need to be careful of these penalties.
Well, at the moment, HRE is picking up so many penalties, Scotty could still beat him. You know, he's got about 16. He's got about 16 hours in penalties so far. HRE has. Quick quote there from Scotty in the chat. I am fuming. Yeah, I'm not surprised. You're unlucky there.
Don't worry, Scotty. You know, you did the top. You nearly made a brave move. You nearly paid it off. Maybe
Scotty,
could have gave you a little bit of more room.
Quick question, Scotty. Did you manage to get a clip of the incident in the Wall of Chumps? If you did, ping it over. Well, Thompson's had a bit of a scruffy second sector there. He's dropped back a bit now to HRE. HRE has got the gap down to 4.2 on Pete.
Paris has got it down to transfer 4.5. HRE nearly.
Hang on, Scotty just sent a message saying, yeah, I record the full races. Could you do me a favour, don't send me the whole race. I do not want a 35 gigabyte, terabyte fucking personal message. Thompson's picked up a 3-second penalty.
Ooh, Paris
Possibly.
nearly made to the wall again.
Now the gap at the front is down to 3.6. But of course, it's a lot more than that in reality.
Yeah, it's about like,
you know what I mean.
About like 60 hours and 54 seconds.
Yeah, it's about 4 years, 3 months, 17 days, 4 hours, 24 minutes, and 6.3 seconds. Yeah, Thompson's having a scruffy couple of laps here. He's trying to catch. He's pushing. He's trying to push as hard as he can, but in trying to get that extra, there's a little bit of speed, that extra 1/10 of a second out of a corner. He's just not quite hitting his apexes now. And HRE has extended the gap out to 2 seconds.
That's put Paris in the fame because he's going down to 3.9.
Just going to have a quick look at some of the other cars. There he is, Poz in the house. His teammate behind him, King Chris, in the second house. He's 9 seconds behind him. We've got Whiffy Winner on the Hypers. He's 21 seconds down the road.
Which is Dragoon 5.4 seconds behind Whiffy.
Of course, Dragoon, Whiffy's tyres are going to go off before the end of the race, surely, on those Hypers. They're not going to last. He's been on them for... Oh no, he's just recently pitted, look at that. He's off. Forget that. Dragoon just having a bit of a back-end stepping out there. In turn 2. Just got him back up. Poz is starting to make an impression now. He's just 3.3 seconds behind Tomster. So
That's
initially,
5 laps.
Initially Pos wasn't catching Thompson, but now he is. Of course, he is on fresher tyres.
And plus Thompson did made a bit of a mistake
Yeah, he's had
as well.
he's had a he's had a couple of scruffy laps trying to push hard and trying to catch HRE. We just jump on board the race leader. Pete's just having a solid race as it stands at the moment. Hopefully that's not a commentator's curse. I mean, the gap's 3.3 seconds, but I think he is controlling it. I mean, there's 4 laps to go. Both him, HRE, and the Thompson have been on tyres for the same length of time as you can see there. HRE, another penalty. It must be getting close for DQ with the amount of penalties he's picked up.
I know,
he's far away.
I'll give him fair play for putting his foot down, but he does need to be more lenient with the corners. With this track, the corners...
It is very harsh. I remember Dragoon said last night in the commentary, I think Rara as well, the penalties are very, very harsh around Canada. You know, what you can get away with on other tracks, you just cannot get away with at Montreal. It just you put one wheel off track and it's quarter cut. There we are on board with Pete though currently, and as you can see, he's controlling the race. I mean, he's not miles in front, but not by any stretch of imagination. But he's controlling the race. He's controlling the pace. He's got 3 laps to go after this one. He knows the gap to the cars behind. He'll probably know the penalty situation as well. And it's pretty much status quo as you were really. He's leading HRE by about 3 seconds.
1 minute 10.9. It's obviously he's on a faster tyre at everyone, but
well, he's only he's what 17 seconds behind King Chris on much fresher tyres, so he's going to try and catch King Chris. He might be well, just reading texts.
Dragoon is in the pitch again.
Yep. Again. Oh my word, he loves those pits. He's putting. I wonder if he's going for the fastest lap. He's put the hypers on. I think Dragoon's going to go for the fastest lap. That's why he's pitted. Oh, he's just scraped the wall there. That's why I think he's pitted, mate. He wants that fastest.
Oh, Pos is 2.7 seconds behind Tomster. 2.7.
And Thompson's picked up another penalty as well.
Ooh. HRE is 2.9 seconds behind the leader. 2.5.
Yeah, I don't think. I think to be fair, Pete would have seen the penalty situation come up, so I don't think he's that bothered. You know what I mean? You know what's the pit mechanic's name these days? Is it Jeff? Is it?
Yeah,
Jeff would have told him Jeff would have told him on the radio that the car behind's got penalties, so he's probably aware of that. Can we see? I know we could in 2017 the fuel situation. Scotty, I can't tell you on stream, mate, how many penalties any particular drivers have got. We don't give away the spoilers as such. Do you remember on 2017 on the telemetry you could see how much fuel they've got left? Is there any way you can do it on this game?
That's what I'm looking for now. See if you can, but it doesn't look like. There's tyre stops, decision changes, none. Details now.
Yeah.
Look like you can't.
That's a shame. That's a shame. The gap between first and second is now just 1.5 seconds.
1.7, 1.9.
Oh, Pos has picked up a penalty
seconds.
there. The 3-second penalty.
Which I can't really blame him because he sees Thomas doing inside, so he's literally putting it down.
Yeah, he is got to just go for it. And Dragoon,
yeah.
What a surprise! That's the fastest lap. Do you know what? Do you know what? If I was racing now, right, and I was Jazz, I would pit just so I can put hypers on and go quicker and get the fastest lap. I would. a very Pyrrhic victory there for Dragoon, getting the fast slap. But a good time though. Well done, Mark. Good time. But we know what you're doing. Now,
at least he's got something.
Well, he's got something out of the weekend. Absolutely. What has been a pretty horrendous race. As you know, he's got some bragging rights. Put down the fastest lap. You know. But here we are on the last lap. It's gone by so quickly. Just going to stay on board with HRE just for a moment, see if he can do anything. See if Pete makes a mistake here.
I'm going to start with Pos, versus he's like 1.3 behind Dumpster. Not yet in my last lap.
There we are. Well, just on board with Pete as he comes down the final back straight into the Wall of Champions. Can he get through the Wall of Champions without an incident? He is through safely and he's going to take victory here in Canada. It's Pete, the Irishman, wins. HRE is provisional second now. He's down to fourth. Pos takes second on the penalty count back. Tomster is third. HRE is fourth. Still waiting for the rest of the cars to make their way to the finishing line. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Pete takes the win. Pos gets second place on penalty count back. Tomster is in third. All that time he was battling HRE, oblivious to the fact that he would absolutely had him laced on penalties. HRE finishes fourth. You got King Chris in fifth. Whiffy winner. Sixth place. Dragoon, seventh place, with a little dodgy fastest lap to try and get something out of the weekend. Lennon 8th and Jazz in 9th. Those are your finishers. DNS for Gap Fellows, Scotty UU, Forrester Ghost, and a rage quit from RM19. Ladies and gentlemen,
I've already invited the top three.
I am going to. How do I get out? Right, I'm trying to get out this bloody screen. There we go. And there we see the Pete with his dodgy-looking pink top there.
Yeah, baby.
Bit homophobic there, I think. And Pos is looking, well, he's looking a bit sunburnt for Pos.
Hashtag fucking ginger.
And in third place we have Tomster. So the three guys are in the party. If you'd like to include your audios. And well, a quick word from me. I'm just going to have a quick rundown of the winners and riders again. So we got Pete first, Pos second, Tomster third, HRE fourth, King Chris fifth, Whiffy Stinker in sixth, Dragoon seventh, his dodgy fastest lap, Lennon eighth, Jazz in ninth, and the non-finishers are Gatfellow, Scotty, Forrester, Ghost, and RM19. So that is your classification, your classified grid. Now we're going to move on to the podium interviews, and first of all, Irishman, what a win! You controlled that race beautifully.
I wouldn't go as far as control. That was the most nervous thing I've ever experienced in my life. I thought HRE was going to get me
precious time.
I was just trying to keep it together, basically. I keep my tyres in because HRE and Tomster both pitted at the exact same time. So I knew if I just kept it together and didn't push, just kept them at bay, it would all come to me, and it did. I didn't realise Tomster had that many penalties, though. That's a lot of penalties.
Yeah,
I knew Paul's was putting about somewhere on a two-stop as well. So if I hadn't been for Paul's giving me the tool at the start, I probably wouldn't have won that race, in fairness. So thanks, man.
You're welcome, baby.
Well, I think Pos, from what I saw, had a brush against the wall coming out of the main hairpin.
Yeah, he did that
shortly afterwards. But anyways, Pete, congratulations, a superb win.
Cheers, buddy.
Was there any? I mean, I know you said you were under pressure at the end there, but I think you controlled the race beautifully. It was just steady.
The first three laps of Ryan footing about me were the most scariest fucking thing ever. Yes, he went into the back of me and everything. I just had feelings something was going to go down, but I survived. I take it he broke his front wing against the back of me and then rage quit shortly after.
That was carnage behind you, that's for sure.
We got it all. That would ask me. There's a lot going on.
But
Sorry,
no, that's all right. Yeah, wait your turn, you. Come on. hang on, Welshman, steady on. That's
It's good to have the first league win under my belt. I'll say that much.
First league win of the season, and that puts you back in the hunt
First
in the
big league win
championship.
ever.
Is it your first league win ever? Oh, good,
Yep.
Congratulations.
Cheers, buddy.
Congratulations. No worries. I would send you £1,000 via PayPal as a congratulatory gift, but I don't have PayPal. Sorry about that. Anyway, so well done. Fantastic win. Moving on to a second place, Mr. Posglad, or Welsh Rarebit, and I'll hand over to Rich to conduct the interview because I need to go for a piss. So I'll be right back. You take it away, Rich.
Well, Pos, well done for your second place. So, how did your race get on, and how did you do?
Well, start for the first time in my life was quick. Had a really good start. Managed to go in front of Ghost. Then had a bit of a ding dong with him. I think he went and then caused absolute Hail Mary behind me, which kind of helped out a bit.
Yeah.
RM19 at the hairpin squeezed me into the wall and I lost half my wing. I was on lap 2 or 3, and then I think he kind of backed off. He started lagging everywhere, according to the guys in the party now. And basically, that obviously helped me and Pete a little bit. Had Pete without the front wing, might have been a different story, but for the first time in about 4 weeks I had pace, so it was quite a nice, refreshing experience. I know likes of Tom and HRE in front of me and Pete, I was catching all of them. Because of the 2-stop as well, it was like you could, like, I knew I'd have better tyre wear than all of them. I just had a little bit more time to push. But I got a penalty on lap 34, which is a bit of a pisser. But I thought Pete had had more. I was like, if Pete had had one more penalty and I didn't get that one, but I want to give congratulations to Pete. First league, whatever, fair play, mate. I'll be PayPal on the post later, or PayPal on the bank later, mate. Give me the token.
You got second place.
Cheers, buddy.
One more as well. I just want to point out to the people watching: 7 winners, 7 races.
Wow.
Oh, no. Unbelievable, but cheers.
Now let's go to our third place guy, which is Tomster. Tell us, how did your race go?
It was alright. I got a really good start like Pos. Got pushed back a little bit and then lost my front left wing in the exact same place I think Pos did at the hairpin. I got pushed out by Whiffy and then I just thought I'd carry on with it damaged. It wasn't too bad. Pitted. It was a bit annoying when I went in the pits and I came out so far behind, but
What happened?
Third with
In the
penalties.
pit? You were right behind me and
I
then
had to change my wing.
you dropped down. Oh, right, okay.
So I changed my wing, which put me behind him.
Yeah.
But you've extended your lead in the championship now, opened up a nice gap with obviously Forrester and Dragoon having disasters.
I
And
beat him. God damn
you know,
don't look at me.
Just
So
so well
I'm
done.
Wales.
Well done, that. But it was an action-packed race. The hyperbole from the commentary box was awesome. There was so much going on. I lost my voice. I shat myself, pissed myself with all the things that were going on. It was absolutely amazing. But congratulations to all 3 guys on the podium tonight. You thoroughly deserved it. And onwards and upwards. I believe it's France next week, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Remember, you
let's
still got the elite race on Sunday to go through Canada as well. So.
Stream
Oh well, I tell you what, they will have to go some to try and beat the 2 races for sheer excitement and for unpredictability. To beat these 2 races, they're going to have to really put on a performance.
Talking about the weather as well, joy race.
Oh yeah, I bet you guys were really like. I bet you guys were like, fucking hell, when you saw the weather for the for the qualifying.
Honestly, mate, I was buzzing. I was like, come on,
I
get
was
some pacer. I know you weren't.
yeah. Rich. Listen to him. What's he like, eh? What's he like? I bet his arsehole was twitching.
Yeah.
But
I tell you what, mate, I've hit like 3 walls as well during that thing beer as well. During the race, literally hit my end plate about 3 times, didn't get any damage. And the one time I get squeezed wide, I lose damage. But I want to give another little shout out to Pete. I know he's been doing this a long time. So good effort, mate, for the win. And I'll hand you back to our streamer to give
Thank you very much.
the outro.
Well, as I say, that's 2 out of 3 done now. On Sunday we have the Elite Division, which will be hosted by, or streamed by, our resident sheepshagger down in Cumbrain, or wherever the friggin' hell he is, down south, Posglad.
What the fuck is that?
That's you, innit? With a little bit of Welsh werebit from Pembrokeshire Dangler, that's what I'm going to start calling you now. But yeah, Posglad will be streaming on Sunday. Unfortunately, I won't be here on commentary on Sunday. Well, I'm going for a little holiday, but I'll be back at some stage in the next week or two. Thank you for all the thousands of people who subscribe to me on Amazon Twitch Prime. I'm Twitch Primed out of my mind tonight. Tell me I'm a rich bloke. I really am. So thank you ever so much for all the comments, all the chat. Great banter. It was fantastic. Thank you to Rich. We will see you Sunday night, Posglad Twitch. Be there.